Alright, so this is kind of crazy. At the end of the last video, after SHIB has gone up around 120%, I said it is possible but quite unlikely that you'll do another leg up in terms of its price. And literally 1 hour I finished recording, SHIB began its next 100% move up in terms of price. Honestly, it's not something I actually expected, but I am pleasantly surprised that this indeed has happened. So today we're going to have a look at where SHIB currently sits, which is in an absolutely phenomenal place, and what we can possibly anticipate from here and what has actually happened as a result of the big leg up that we've seen in the last 2 days. We'll be giving away $100 to a random subscriber to kickstart their crypto journey. To enter this giveaway, simply like and subscribe and comment your favorite crypto in the comments below. So as of recording of this video, SHIB is ranked number 20th in the coin market cap of all the cryptocurrencies combined. We are currently seeing a market cap of $8.7 billion of a 24-hour volume of $14 billion. Now, for a frame of reference, we are being ranked below Polygon, Matic, we're above Axie Infinity, we're above Stellar, we're above Ethereum Classic. It's kind of crazy to me where we are currently sitting in terms of this coin market cap right now. And it's bewildering to me to how much volume we're seeing. We're seeing close to what, $15 billion now. And the next closest thing in the top 20, is Binance USD, which is at $7 billion. And keeping in mind, Binance USD is a common denominator for transactions. And if we go all the way to the top, we see USDT on top. Well, that's natural because that's a denominator. Ethereum, which is just a tiny bit above, but it's also sitting on a blockchain. There's a lot of transactions involving, NFTs. And Bitcoin, which is also another denominator. So outside of the common denominator coins, SHIB is actually the most transacted cryptocurrency that is not a common denominator or a base currency. And even crazier than this, we saw Dogecoin being around for roughly 7 years. We've seen SHIB around for 1 year, and we are already seeing polls where SHIB is currently exceeding in terms of owners, in terms of social media hype. That is much higher than what we have seen in the past for Dogecoin. So Bazinga put out a tweet, SHIB or Doge, 44.3% owns SHIB, 31.7% at Doge. And even more importantly, SHIB is on 1.152 million watch list, while Doge is on 1.151. So we have officially taken over Doge in terms of the watch list on coin market cap. And that number is very crazy to me because we've had such a short run up in terms of the watch list in such a short brief period of time. And it's the amount of hype and the explosive growth that we have seen in the last couple of days is just blowing my mind right now. So what exactly has happened? And while we're looking at the charts here, I just want you to pay attention to my watch list. So right now, SHIB is actually up close to 30%, while most of the crypto market is down. So if that were not the case, we'll be seeing a lot higher growth, a lot higher gains for SHIB as well. So what happened for SHIB is mostly a technical breakout. So from a technical perspective, a technical analysis perspective, SHIB was postured for a breakout given its pattern formation. But underlying this pattern, there's been a lot of news, a lot of positive catalysts that have been brewing in the background that is waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. And when you have a pattern forming on a technical analysis point of view, and there's a confluence on positive catalysts, that's when you can see and when you yield very strong breakouts that like the one we have seen in the last 2 days. So going back as far as August, we have seen listing after listing, and I believe this particular candle, 16th of September, is when we saw the announcement of SHIB on Coinbase. And now there's a lot of things already happening in terms of a utility perspective, also a social media perspective. Leading up to the breakout, we have seen social media picking up as well. There was a lot of talk about potential breakout even. And the driving force behind all of this is also possible rumors of a listing on Robinhood as well, which could potentially, which is a driving positive catalyst of SHIB prices. And if we actually have a look at the price, and I actually have to zoom out here, it's insane to me how much it's just grown. So there's actually not many technical support levels here that we can currently see, and it's kind of insane right now. So I'm gonna have to zoom into the 1 hour time frame. So over here, we can see that the price has gone from a bull run after bull run after bull run. So we're now in another consolidation stage of this particular bull run. It does look like it's got some gas left, but I said the same thing when it was sitting over here, because I thought, looking at the stochastic as well, that it was looking to quieten down, but it didn't, just kept going. but the size of the run is starting to look a bit smaller. Let me have a look at this. This is 65%, and this is 56%. So the strength at which SHIB is moving up in price has slowed down. So at some point, it's also usually quite unlikely to see 3 consecutive bull runs. I want to see this consolidate a little bit before it takes a big move, because I want the big move to be big. I want this big move to be headlining on social media, so we get more retail interest to invest in this, so we can see a bigger move than what we can currently see if we have a smaller moves. So I'm gonna zoom out into the 1-day time frame. This is a bit hard to draw and doesn't really look very pleasant, but ideally, we see a bit of consolidation happen for SHIB. Ideally, I want the price of SHIB to sit above the 2000 level here, which is this level. So honestly, a bit of a pullback because it does look a little overextended, but it is still looking quite strong. It's very hard to tell. It's sort of a once in a lifetime event where anything can really happen. So a bit of consolidation here into some sideways action will be really, really great. So we'll see a bit of a pullback into sideways consolidation. We want some news to play out for SHIB, so we want perhaps to see a Robinhood announcement, so that will drive the prices up a bit more, or we can see some announcements like a Shiba Inu being released, that will drive the prices a bit more. But right now, if we continue to see growth day after day after day, that's not going to be sustainable. So that will sort of be a symptom for almost a pump and dump scheme. But we don't want that, because SHIB is a long-term investment for people like such as myself. So we want to see a bit of pullback. We want to see people who invested at maybe this point and this point to start take a bit of profit. So the price of SHIB will come down a little bit. That's my expectation, at least for long-term growth for SHIB. We want to see a bit of that to happen. But I was wrong last time, because I thought it was going to consolidate around this area, because I thought that was already good, but it took off another 60 to 70% overnight from the lows. Now, before we move on, you can support your favorite crypto projects such as SHIB, Ethereum, and more by getting your own physical crypto coin to add to your collection. You can find a link in the description. And now also today, I want to talk about Satoshi's latest Medium post. So we now know a little bit more about the Shiboshi's NFT. So Shiboshis are 10,000 lovable creatures, so 10,000 mint. And during the first 24 hours, you can only purchase Shiboshis with leash. So we have to fill our wallets with leash. And it says here, while you'll be able to sell Shiboshis on secondary markets like OpenSea, the initial purchase will only be available here on Shiba Swap, and the cost for the first 3,000 Shiboshis will be 0.1 Ethereum. Now here's the good part. So when burned, Shiboshis can be named by the holder of the NFT. Initially, they will just have generic names like 00001, but you can name it Flytoshi or whatever for an additional fee of $100 paid in SHIB. And if everyone names the Shiboshis, that'll be $1 million burn. And I'm going to be picking up these as well. I'll attempt to, given how strong my internet will be, because I think the competition will be very fierce in terms of obtaining these. But if everyone changed the names, which I intend to, that's going to be a very quick and easy $1 million burn. And I also suspect that those people who are willing to flip these will also want to change their names as well. So we're going to see reoccurring burn events happening integrated within the Shiboshis. And it also says here, it is important to name Shiboshis because names are unique, can only exist once in a SHIB Oshiverse. With the expansion, we are planning this could potentially make a Shiboshi more valuable. So obviously very evident names like Shitoshi will be taken, and these names, and if you get in early, will drive the value of these NFTs up a lot higher. And there is a NFT game associated with the Shiboshis. So Shiboshis aren't just NFTs, they'll be converted into game characters. The Shiboshi game will allow Shiboshi holders the ability to use the NFTs in strategic gameplay. Some Shiboshi properties will have corresponding gameplay element attached. So this is not just an NFT, this is an NFT that can be integrated into a Shiboshi game universe. So this will be very, very exciting, and I suspect that the price of these Shiboshis on the second-hand market with 3 to 5x within the first 24 hours. And also, last but not least, coming up in our next meeting, we'll discuss Shiba Swap updates, Doggy DAO, and our Launchpad incubator. Until then, salute #SHIB Army. So the next update will have more information on Shiba Swap and the Doggy DAO, which I'm also very, very excited for. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. Thanks for watching and thanks for your continuous support. Let me know in the comments if you think Shiba is going to consolidate or we're going to expect another spike in the coming days. As always, take care and we'll catch you guys next time.